especially in June, I had $2,000 shows. So they're walking away with 500 and something dollars worth of free stuff.
Yep.
And they're like, Karen, I can't even, I gave away like $200 worth of stuff because I couldn't even, I don't need all this stuff. And I was just like, well, that's perfect. That's for gifts. That's for la la la, and all these other stuff, you know, recommendations that we give. So how do you get them to want to book another show? Besides the idea that it's fun and it's a gathering.
Okay, so I'm going to take one word that you said when you're talking to people. When they said to you that they didn't need to have another show because they had so much and you said no, change that to, well, you know what I have found is my other past hosts that had $1,000 shows found it's really best to book their next show in the next 6 months, because do you know what? We'll have a whole new product line in 6 months from now. That's where my repeat hostesses start, because I call that my wheel effect.
So
I say, you know what, the wheel is constantly
during the
rebuilding.
end of their show, like kind of rebooking your hosts.
Right.
Okay.
9 times out of 10, I have other bookings on the show, so I would say, well, you know what, Karen? Jackie is going to do a show in August. Well, I will know what the new products are for September. How would you like to be the first person to host a party in September when all those new products come out? Because I am going to be upfront and honest right now. If I put in my calendar all of the people that want me to call them when we come back from national conference, and these are all people that I have been holding on to since March, my stack of people to call is this tall. Because it's past hostesses. They want to know what the special is going to be, because do we know what the special is for September? Yeah,
Yes,
we do.
That's what they always add.
But it always changes. So I don't ever tell anybody. And the worst thing you can ever do is post on your Facebook page or even get out at your shows what the upcoming monthly special is if you don't have your calendar set right now. You want to be focusing on what's going on right now, except with that host who just had a $1,000 show. You want to be touching base with that person in 6 months, because if he or she just got a whole bunch of stuff, you want to rebook with them because there's going to be hundreds of dollars of stuff that they don't have yet.
Give us some ideas on why you think you have $1,000 shows. Like, what are some things you do, you think?
Honestly, I think it's nothing I do. I think it's what I offer, which is I offer when they buy the sets. Okay, you know the email cookbooks? Okay, so I have mine printed and I laminated them. I took them to Office Depot, had them laminated, and I got them spiral bound. I pass those around at my show and I say, okay, now tonight, if you get the Rock set, I'm gonna have you send me an email and I'll attach and send back to you all of these recipes that you can make with your set for free. Notice I don't say with your Rock. I say with your set. Pampered Chef put these products in the sets that they did because they have found that these are the products that when somebody's going to use this one item, these are the items that go best with a lot of the recipes you're going to be preparing in this item. Okay, and then I might even say that 100 times over, it's always in the product that you're demonstrating and what you're making. Okay, you heard me say earlier, I make a recipe the way the recipe said maybe once, and that's it. I am very much a streamlined person. I also don't take more than what I'm demonstrating with to my shows. That's it. And when I stopped taking everything in the kitchen sink with me, the sales went like this, because people are focused on what you're using. So that's why I only take what I'm going to demo with, because they want it. Now, right now, because of the mid-season products that came out, the salad in a jar stuff and the infused water bottle, I do take those and I have those sitting out, and I do refer to those when we talk about the flyer. But hands down, I will say it is the product you're demonstrating, the product that you're taking, and the recipes that you are preparing, because I really truly am very much a cook that makes recipes that most people would be preparing in their own home. I truthfully don't make a lot of Pampered Chef recipes. I make what I know people are gonna be making in their own home. If I know I'm doing a show with a group of a bunch of moms, we make recipes that maybe are affiliated to younger kids. Okay, my show last night, my hostess's granddaughter was at the show, and she will be through the end of October. She was up using the spiralizer. Okay, I just made up zucchini spiralized omelet on the rock crock. Okay, just winged it. But that's how I am. I wing the recipes and try to make them work. Well,
Wonder where she learned it from.
that's how I am.
Okay, I have a question for you and Katie.
Thanks for hopping in.
I have a question for you and Katie. Katie, can you post and take some pictures of your recruiting binder on the Hiltbrand's page so we can see what's in it and how simple they are to put together? And then Connie, can you just show everybody your planner really quick?
Sure.
Where you're keeping track of those recipes and your leads and.
Okay.
So just spiral must open so you can put other stuff in.
Okay. This is what is called Create 365. If you actually get it from Hobby Lobby, you can use the coupon for 40% off, or on your smartphone, download the app, and you can go in and use as many times as you want in that week. So I got mine for 40% off, but basically you can get it already assembled, or you can buy the rings separate and you can build your own calendar, whatever, but they have all kinds of them. But inside of here, this is my why. So I do my business because of my family, so when I open my planner, I know why I'm doing what I do. I also have, these are my busy wings, and they're in gold, because if I am not opening my planner and I don't see where I'm going, I will never reach my gold goal of what I need to for that month. So everything for me has a meaning behind it. Well, inside of the planner, there are little sticker tabs that you can either purchase, or some come with your binder. Then there's little sticky note sheets. Well, inside of here in the front of my binder, behind why I do my business, these are my people that right now isn't a good time for them with the Pampered Chef business opportunity, but don't not talk to me about it. Okay, they're my people that till they tell me no, I'm gonna keep contacting them. They're the ones that told me, yes, I wanna know about the business opportunity. And these are my customer care cards that I use. And what's really cool about this binder system, or this calendar system, is you can actually also get either on Amazon or on eBay or at Hobby Lobby the little punch thing to be able to use this, and this is what's so cool. I can pull them out, but I don't rip them. Okay? Stick it inside, and they push right back in here. So as I go into my calendar, you will see, oh, these are kind of some of my motivating sayings. But as you go into your calendar, so let's go to
Are
this
those
week.
more potential hosts or potential recruits?
No, these are actually, oh yes, sorry, they are more recruits. Okay, so let's go to, we'll go to last week because I moved them. Okay, so in my calendar, I take all my customer care cards of people that said to call me such and such day. Or if I called them and I didn't hear back from them, they go into the calendar. I ripped off the bottom of the customer care card, I punched it, and they're in here. So if they say, oh, can you call me in a month? Things aren't working out right now. I just flip over August and I stick it inside of here.
Question for you real quick. Do you always call?
Yep.
Always.
Call,
Yeah.
not text.
I do not text unless they tell me to text them. I call. Now, if I don't reach them, if I've called twice and I don't hear anything, I text them. And I'll call 1 week, I'll wait 2 weeks later. leave another message. If I don't hear back from them, then that's when I send a text. Hey Lisa, it's Connie with Pampered Chef. I wasn't sure if you got my last couple messages, and I always leave a message. I don't call and hang up if they don't answer, because everybody knows when you're calling. And so then I'd say, hey Lisa, just wanted to see if you got my message. Just contacting you about your party.
Just seems like every time I call, people don't answer. And they're like I've heard from some people, I don't even listen to my messages. Why don't people just text me? Like, I've heard that from so many people.
Okay.
So that's what I do first, is I text first, and then I'll call.
Okay, so what I would probably do in my full service checkouts then is I would just be
Ask
upfront and
them.
just say, hey Lisa, is texting best way to communicate with you, or is a phone call best way? Because if you're finding the texting is more so for you, then I would just offer that first. I don't like to text because I don't feel like I make that connection with the host, but there are times as well that obviously I text too, because it's the only way I can communicate with some people.
Yeah, it seems like texting is usually the best way to reach
Yeah.
a lot of people. Because they can text when they're at work, but they can't call necessarily.
Right. Right.
So,
Okay, so
Can
go
I
ahead.
interrupt on that? So you call, say you never answer. So when do you give a break? Because I won't say ever stop unless they tell me like, no, stop calling me. You know what I'm saying? But when do you do that? Like, okay, well, I'm gonna wait a couple months.
I love the change of season.
Okay, cool.
It's perfect. It's a new season for a reason. It wasn't working for somebody at that time, but it might work later.
So you call like in September. Hey, you got a brand new catalog that's out. Holiday season's coming up. It's fall. We always love to get together.
I've got some great new recipes that have just started. I would love the opportunity to get to show these off. Would you like to get together and get free stuff?
So, like, when do you not call anymore?
I used to have the concept of after a few times, if I don't hear from them, I get rid of them. Nope, they go in my binder.
I guess
My
I'm not
binder would be
got it.
What do you mean? So you've called them twice, you've texted them, and they're still not answering.
So now they're in my new season. So now they would go to fall.
Okay.
Fall comes and I don't hear from them. I might make a call 1 week, wait 2 weeks later, call them. Then I don't hear anything. Then I text them. If I still don't hear anything, they get moved 2 months. Everything for me is twos. So then 2 months later, I try reconnecting with them, because now you're gonna get right before Christmas. So if I leave a message, I'm gonna say, hey, this is Connie with Pampered Chef. Janet, I just wanted to let you know I've been trying to get a hold of you, and I'm super excited about doing a party together. Would you like to get some friends and family together and learn some fun holiday ideas? Do some easy Christmas shopping for free or at discounts? I'm excited to hear from you.
Okay, when you say you rebook your hostesses in 6 months, if you're able to, you can always offer that. Do you actually set a date or just a month and then you call? I mean, do you
Some
put out the
will pick
books?
a date.
Okay.
Like if you look through here into December, you're gonna
You're
see
gonna
I already
try
have
to make it
dates.
a date.
A lot of them wanna know what I find out at conference, which is why my stack is,
Right. So what are you gonna do about that stack? Will you really literally call each and every one?
oh yes. Oh,
So, like,
yes.
what time of day do you find yourself getting a hold of people the best?
I call all of them during the day, cause I'm gone at night, I'm doing
Right.
shows.
That's what I was gonna say, because during the day is really the only time I
You do
have.
show. How many shows do you do?
What are you gonna share with them after conference?
Okay, so I would call and I'd say, hey Katie, it's Connie with Pampered Chef. I'm really excited to get to talk to you. I just found out all the new products and all the great specials. Give me a call. That's all I say.
And then when you talk to them, how much do you
Okay.
tell them what's coming up?
Katie, would you like to host your party? 'Cause I know we talked about doing a show. I don't care if they said maybe. I just say, I know we talked about doing a show together, and I just wanted to see, how soon would you like to get some free products? Do you want to get them right now? Or do you want to wait a few months? Or a couple months is usually what I say. Because remember, everything's 2. Or do you want to wait a couple months? And if she tells me now, I say, you know what, great, here is our July special, here is our August special. Which one works best for you? And if she says,
Said that you were gonna call them after conference because they wanted to know the new stuff. You don't mention the new stuff?
I don't mention it because you know what, sometimes things change. So they may want to do their show sooner. And so like, say you said to me, well, I don't know, maybe August. I'll say, you know what, Katie, let's do it as soon in August as we possibly can. because I just found out are discontinuing products, and when they're gone, they're gone. So the sooner in August you do your party, the sooner you and your guests are gonna get those items in your hands.
See, but you're comfortable with if people are